From the moment of its creation, this mirror has been hiding in plain sight. It was locked away by the alchemist who created it centuries ago, waiting for the day someone special would come along. It was lost in time until just recently, when the shop owner stumbled upon it while cleaning out his late father's shop. He brought it home with him, unaware of the evil that awaited. Let's get started. For hundreds of years, the mirror sat safely locked away inside a dusty antique shop. Its ornate silver frame was concealed beneath a tattered velvet cloth, concealing its presence from the rest of the world. Legend claimed that anyone who gazed into its depths would confront their deepest fear, which would then materialize and devour them whole. No one had laid eyes on the mirror for so long that it had become nothing more than a mere myth. That was until the shop's owner discovered it while sorting through his late father's belongings after he passed away. Oblivious to the mirror's sinister reputation, the man decided to bring it home. As soon as the mirror was brought into the house, strange things began to happen. At first, these occurrences were subtle, such as objects mysteriously falling off shelves, or whispers echoing through the halls when no one was present. However, as time went on, the supernatural activity intensified. One evening, the mirror's new owner was relaxing in their living room when they noticed something peculiar. Their reflection in the mirror was not matching their movements. They stared back at them with vacant eyes, their expression frozen in a silent scream. As the person turned their head, the reflection remained fixed, staring straight ahead. Panic began to set in as they realized that whatever was happening within the mirror had nothing to do with their own actions. The room seemed to warp and twist around them. The walls closed in, the furniture shifted positions, and the very fabric of reality appeared to be unraveling before their eyes. Their reflection in the mirror continued to stare back at them with an eerie smile, seemingly mocking their terror. The person tried to break the surface of the mirror, but their hands went straight through it, emerging on the other side covered in glass shards. Trapped between the real world and the reflection, they were utterly alone in their terrifying ordeal. And now their nightmares were beginning to come true. Then, just as suddenly as it began, everything returned to normal. The room was once again exactly how they had left it, and their reflection was that of their own smiling face. But the peace of that moment was shattered by the realization that what they had experienced was not a dream. This was only the beginning of their terrifying journey. As the days passed, the mirror's influence grew stronger, seeping into every aspect of the owner's life. Their reflection became increasingly distorted, taking on a life of its own. It contorted into grotesque shapes, mimicking their movements with an unnerving delay. Sometimes the reflection would vanish altogether, only to reappear moments later with a malicious grin. Each interaction with the mirror chipped away at the owner's sanity, leaving them on the brink of a mental breakdown. They could feel their grip on reality slipping, replaced by a growing sense of dread and despair. Worst of all, the mirror seemed to feed off their fear, reveling in their torment. Their dreams became plagued with horrifying visions of their deepest fears, which bled into their waking hours, blurring the line between fantasy and actuality. They were trapped in a never-ending cycle of terror, unable to escape the clutches of the mirror's curse, and as their mental state deteriorated, they found themselves yearning for release, even if it meant confronting their greatest fears head-on. The mirror's power over them was absolute, and they knew they couldn't win against it. So they made a desperate decision. They resolved to confront their deepest fears, hoping that by facing them directly, they could break free from the mirror's hold. Armed with newfound determination, they approached the mirror, bracing themselves for what lay beyond its surface. As they gazed into the mirror's depths, they saw not their reflection, but a swirling vortex of darkness. It beckoned to them, promising an end to their torment. With a deep breath, they stepped forward, vanishing into the abyss. The mirror's surface rippled, absorbing their form like a hungry beast. On the other side of the mirror, A shadowy realm awaited, a manifestation of the owner's deepest fears. In this realm, their worst nightmares took physical form, twisting and contorting into grotesque shapes. They stalked their every move, eager to devour their essence, yet the owner pressed on. Driven by the hope of breaking free from the mirror's curse, they battled their fears, each step bringing them closer to the heart of the shadowy realm. All the while, the mirror watched, its surface now a portal between worlds. As the owner journeyed deeper into the mirror's realm, the landscape shifted and morphed, reflecting their inner turmoil. They encountered fragments of their past, distorted memories that had manifested into tangible obstacles. These fragmented selves taunted them, attempting to hold them back, but the owner pushed forward, determined to overcome their inner demons. Finally, they reached the center of the shadowy realm, a place where their deepest fears had coalesced into a single terrifying entity. It loomed before them, a manifestation of their own anxieties and insecurities. The creature lunged, its presence seeping into the owner's mind, seeking to consume their very being, but the owner stood firm, refusing to let their fears defeat them. They had come too far to turn back now. Summoning every ounce of strength, they confronted their fears head on. They fought, not with weapons or spells, but with the power of their own will. As they battled, their fear began to dissipate, replaced by a sense of resolve and the creature faltered, its form flickering as it sensed the shifting of the owner's inner landscape. With a final surge of willpower, the owner banished their fears, sending them scattering into the abyss. The battle won, the owner emerged from the other side of the mirror, forever changed by their ordeal. The mirror's power over them was broken. It now lay dormant, its malevolent energy The owner, though scarred by their experience, was free. They carried with them the wisdom gained from facing their deepest fears, knowing that they had conquered not only their external demons, but also those that resided within their own minds. The mirror, devoid of its power source, was nothing more than a tarnished reflection of its former self. Its malevolent spirit had been vanquished, leaving behind only a hollowed-out shell of its once formidable present. Yet some say that when the moon is full and the shadows grow long, the mirror's reflection shimmers with a faint, almost imperceptible light, a reminder that even in the darkest depths, hope can endure, and that even the deepest fears can be overcome. But here's the thing, this mirror isn't done with me yet. You see, this mirror feeds on fear, and since we've been together, I've been feeling a lot of fear coming from you guys. Are my stories not entertaining you anymore? Do you think I'm wasting your time? Or perhaps you're just getting tired of my voice. Whatever the reason, your fear is my fuel, and if you don't give me what I need, I'll have to start feeding on something else. Your comments keep me alive, so make sure to leave me some feedback below. Tell me what you think of my stories, how I could improve, or maybe you could just share your own fears with me. I love hearing about what keeps you up at night. Just please, whatever you do, don't leave me empty-handed. If you don't give me what I need, I might have to find another host, and you wouldn't want that, would you?